Sun's up, early caffeine's a call. Ralph with tech news ready for all. Coding workouts getting us toned. By sunrise we'll be in the zone. Grab your Java, sip the brew. Headlines, tech tips just for you. Editing lines, making it tight. With every keystroke we see the light. Coffee and CAA, wake up the day. Stretch your mind in the geeky way. Mornings are better with our grind. Tech coach Ralph, you'll never lag behind. Push those reps in lines of code. Script the future fast and bold. From headlines deep to bites so bright, we're your guide to morning mics. Coffee and CAA, wake up the day. Stretch your mind in the geeky way. Mornings are better with our grind. Tech coach Ralph, you'll never lag behind. Coding flows, camaraderie grows. News unfolds and insight flows. Minute by minute, heartbeats pace. Come join us at the daily race. Coffee and CAA, wake up the day. Stretch your mind in the geeky way. Mornings are better with our grind. Tech coach Ralph, you'll never lag behind. Coffee and CAA, wake up the day. Stretch your mind in the geeky way. Mornings are better with our grind. Tech coach Ralph, you'll never lag behind. Mornings are better with our grind. Tech coach Ralph, you'll never lag behind. Mornings are better with our grind. Coffee and CAA, wake up the day. Stretch your mind in the geeky way. Mornings are better with our grind.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing today? Today is Monday, December 23rd, 2024. We are, 8 days out of 2025? Imagine that. We have come a long, long way. I can't even count how many videos, how many live streams that we have done in the year of 2024. But we got after it. And we still have 7 more days to go before we wrap up 2024. In 2 days, it is Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. And guess what? In 2 days, my AI album drops on Christmas at midnight. So tune in for that. That is my Christmas present to myself as well as to you. It's going to be available on all platforms, so you definitely want to check it out. I am Tech Coach Ralph. We are Engineered to Win. I got my guy, my brother, Operation Tech Takeover in the building. What's up, Operation Tech Takeover?
Let's get it.
OTTO. We were on live together on Tech Niche Tips, on Talk That Tech, on Tech Bag Tray, whichever channel you were watching from. I was over there hanging out with my guys. So welcome. We are going to get talking about some news articles for today, and we're going to continue working on trying to get our Flutter test wrapped up. So we can actually do something different in 2025, maybe build a new app. Who knows? I don't know. There's so many different things that I have to get done. Like different people that it's funny, the different people that I'm coaching, I'm like, man, I should learn this too. I should learn that too. Do I need it? No, but it sounds so interesting. I'm like learning about networking, learning about sysadmin, learning about different cloud. It's so much. I don't know. I don't know what to do. It is so much fun. So much out there to learn. So many different opportunities await us. But before we go any further, at noon today, Eastern time, I have my candid conversation coming out we're going to be talking about how, for me personally, I don't know about everybody else, but for me, how work and tech always gave me a sense of something to do. And I never really had that sense of feeling lonely or loneliness and all that type of stuff. Work in tech, focused, learning new things, building new things, creating was what kept me like my mind right? So maybe there's something wrong with me, maybe not. I don't know, but curious to see you over there, hear your thoughts and your feedback as we get into that. But that's at noon. Tomorrow, we're going to be going live. I'm not sure exactly what time. I don't want it to be too late, but I don't want it to. But I still have some things to do during the day, so we'll figure that out. But I will schedule that and adjust the time as necessary. And Mitch, now I see what you're talking. Why you're saying my mic was bad, but hopefully it's better now. I figured out the problem, but it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Let's get it. All right, so let me check the chat, and then we're going to get to our news. Let me put our timer up as well. Forgot to do that. All right, 45 minutes. I got time today though, but 45 minutes. Let me check the chat, and then we're gonna get to our news. All right, so let's see. Mitch says that I'm lying. What? I can't believe you could say such a thing. Can't stand him. I mean, okay. Have you ever had a best friend that you couldn't stand? I know I've had. Right? So just because you can't stand me does not mean that we're not best friends. I mean, look at Step Brothers, right? Look at Step Brothers. They hated each other, but they were. Did we just become best friends? I'm going. You know what, Mitch? I'm gonna get that soundbite for you. Did we just become best friends? Okay. And OTTO says, I have to always bring the comedy to the live. Shout out to OTTO. I leave all the real deal tech info to you guys. You're going to be right up here with us as well, OTTO. And Mitch says, Rob, seriously, I think it's better to be a generalist than a specialist. What do you think? Meaning knowing a little bit about everything. I think that when you start off, you want to be a specialist so that you can actually get your foot in the door somewhere, get into the industry. And then as you continue to grow, like if you become a subject matter expert on one thing, and now you have people who are like giving you, like they're trusting what you have to say, then you can start to expand to be able to learn more about other topics and give some insight, although you're not an expert on it, but you can also ramp up to it really quickly. So I do think you need to make your niche somewhere. Like being a data analyst and being able to talk about data, like whatever somebody says about data, or you can find out the information. But then when it comes to the other areas that you might not be too familiar in, become like a generalist in there, know a little bit about it so that you can ramp up if necessary. But I do think that you need to specialize in something. Let me see. See, I tell him the truth. You're right. I checked it too, but I listened back to it during the show, and I'm like, it sounded fine, but maybe from your Motorola it didn't. So I don't know. But yeah, definitely it should be sounding a lot better now. It says, I can't wait until we can all meet up at an event someplace. It's going to be epic. Yeah, that's Mitch is gonna say that I don't leave the porch, but if you guys want to meet up on my porch, then we can do that as well. All right. Let's get to our news story. Oh, by the way, before news stories, 2025, we're going to be doing ethical hacking. Most likely it's going to be Thursday nights, probably starting in maybe the second or third week of January based on how the schedule goes. And we're just going to be, installing our virtual machines, installing Kali Linux, and doing all that good stuff, right? Just wanted to, and the link should be in the description as well as circulating throughout the chat. All of that good stuff, right? So that, oh yeah, by the way, Spotify, pre-save, Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube Music, the AI album is dropping on Christmas at midnight. All right. Okay. Enough of that. Let's get into our news for today. So our first article for today is more cities join the Starbucks strike. So that means that you might not be able to get your caramel frappuccino today, all right? So that's what it says. Starbucks baristas in New York, New Jersey. You see, look at Mitch, might not be able to get a Starbucks today. Philadelphia and St. Louis have joined a strike that kicked off Friday. In Los Angeles, Chicago, and Seattle, the workers' union said, I think it's like, honestly, for me, it's crazy that the Starbucks baristas have a union. That blows my mind. Like, outside of the strike, this blows my mind that there's a union for Starbucks baristas. All right, so it comes at a busy. Sorry about that. It comes at a busy time that may impact the company's Christmas sales. Can't talk today. All right. All right, here we go. We're good. All right, so comes at a busy time as that may impact the company's Christmas sales, according to Reuters. Starbucks Workers United, which represents employees at more than 500 companies operated cafes, promised the 5-day action would spread the my God.
Okay, let's move on.
All right. I'm good. Okay. So let's continue reading, right? So which represents the employees at more than 500 company operated cafes, promised the 5-day action would spread to hundreds of stores unless the coffee giant improves its wage offer. In a statement, Starbucks said the union ended bargaining sessions prematurely and it is ready to continue negotiations. So, it looks like the baristas said, no, we're not going to be serving your caramel frappuccinos. So we shall see what happens. But 5-day strike during the Christmas week. Do they still have the pumpkin spice lattes right now at Starbucks? Because that is really gonna piss people off, all right? So we shall see. Let's see. All right, let's go over to our next article for today. So this one says Honda and Nissan unveil merger plans. Honda and Nissan on Monday announced their intent to complete a $58 billion deal in 2026, saying their boards have approved merger discussions. The Japanese auto giants are aiming to reach an agreement by June that would create the world's third biggest car maker. Honda and Nissan previously agreed to collaborate on electric vehicle batteries and software as they face increasing competition from Chinese car makers and from Tesla. A merger would help them boost their EV offering and provide a lifeline for struggling Nissan. Oh, Nissan? It comes as other legacy car makers such as General Motors and Volkswagen have deepened ties to help develop new cars. So it looks like we're going to get a merger from Nissan and Honda. The two, like, I think they're probably, well, no, Toyota's probably number one, and then Honda and probably Nissan follow for the biggest foreign automakers. Toyota is also Japanese, but to see Honda and Nissan combined, and guess what? Now both of my cars are going to be under the same umbrella. I'm gonna have a Honda dash Nissan. Look at that. All right. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me see. All right, let's move on to the next one. So, Retirees keep going back to work. Retirees keep going back to work. Let me restart the timer.
Okay, let's move on.
A growing group of Americans have tried retirement and decided to reverse course. But there are challenges in re-entering the workforce even after only a brief time away, reports Business Insider. Experts note that many older Americans encounter ageism or find that their skills are out of date amid rapidly evolving technology. However, unretiring also has its upsides too. For example, one T.Row Price study found that nearly as many retirement age workers are still on the job for the paycheck as those who are in it for the social and emotional benefits that employment provides. So I think that there's like they're right. There's two aspects of it, right? Because the older people, the money that they saved in like their pensions or whatever they did from back in the days, it's not enough. It is not enough. It did not keep up with the rate of inflation and the cost of living. But also with like how people are moving more and they might not be around their families and stuff like that. They also want to have that social and emotional interaction. So they get the they get to see people and all that instead of just on like their Facebook, because old people use Facebook. They do not use Twitter or X and all that. They still use Facebook. Because all of my older relatives are on Facebook. Now the thing is, right, the tricky part is that the evolving technology that they have to get trained on, and ageism, I could see that as definitely being a thing, especially if you're at retirement age. It's tough. It's going to be tough out there to enter back into the work field. So we shall see. All right, let's go over to our next one. So I threw this one in there because some friends of mine were talking about it, and I wanted to see what this was all about. But Party City says goodbye. Party City is no more. Layoffs and bankruptcy at Party City. So Party City has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection for the second time in under 2 years. And announced that it will wind down operations. The retailer informed staff Friday of a mass layoff at its New Jersey headquarters, CBS News reports, citing an internal email. In New Jersey, I didn't know there were New Jersey headquarters. Party City said it's going to be holding going out of business sales at its roughly 700 Party Supply stores. The chain will shut down by the end of February, and store managers will be paid until then, according to the New York Times, which cited in the memo. So my friends are saying that all the people who were laid off, there was no severance and stuff like that. I don't see that in here, but I guess it's possible. Let me see. Let's check out this CBS News report real quick. Let me see. Let me just scroll through this. Bankruptcy. In an email obtained by CBS, immediate mass layoff at headquarters in Woodcliff Lake, New Jersey. Let me see. Winding down operations. Party. It doesn't say, because they had said that they were not getting any severance, but I don't know. And I guess I mean, I don't think severance is really paid to hourly employees, so it might be why most of them are not getting severance, if that's the case. But I don't know. I really don't know. I guess we'll find out more about it later on. All right. Let me see. Mitch says, I have been seeing more jobs being posted. That's interesting. Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. Why is it so big? Let me move this over here. Yeah, I could definitely see that happening, especially like coming into the new year, new fiscal years and stuff like that. So that's definitely a possibility. Like, should be a lot more jobs coming up. All right, let's go over to our next one. All right, so this one is remote work for the wealthy. Remote work is increasingly a privilege reserved for the rich, former tech exec Rachel Greenlee writes in a New York Times opinion essay. Citing research by Stanford economist Nick Bloom, Greenlee notes that people earning $100,000 per year or less have seen their work from home days decrease by 16%, while others who earn more than $200,000 annually have lost just 5% of their virtual days. Yet, those in corner offices may be one of the most who belong on site. Interesting. Those in the corner offices in the C-suite, they are seen on site. Okay. Separate data shows that the further away a CEO lives from headquarters, the more likely the company is to underperform.
Bruh.
That is interesting. I you know what? I'm going to mainly agree with this because guess what? If you are like for under 100K, you're probably more on the entry level side of things, and you're probably like getting your feet wet, getting some mentorship, and they want you to be in office to have like a little bit more supervision. But if you're making it to the 200K mark, right? You probably know more and have more value to the company, or to whatever company that is. So they're probably more inclined to be more flexible if because getting up to like in the 200K and up, there are fewer people who can do what you do, right? And that's why they pay you more. So they're more willing to negotiate, and if you work remote, because if there is like one person that can do something, or
Okay,
not one,
let's
but
move on.
if there are a limited amount of people who can do something scattered across the United States, they'll be more willing to allow you to work from home to get it done, because at the end of the day, it's about getting the job done for the company. Versus if it's something that anybody can do for less than 100K, look, you gotta be in the office. You gotta be in the office. All right. Let's go. And you have no bargain. The more people that can do it, the less you can negotiate. I know people talk about, negotiate. Well, you can only negotiate if you have the upper hand. If out of 100 people, 90 of them can do it, then what makes you to be the one that they're going to pick over somebody else, right? So that's you got to keep that take that into consideration. All right, let's go to our last one for the day, and then we're gonna check the chat, and then we're gonna get to our coding stuff. All right, so let's go to this one. All right, last one. We kind of covered this a little bit on the Talk That Tech show this morning, but it says Google has offered up an alternative to the U.S. Justice Department's call for it to sell its Chrome browser following a landmark antitrust ruling, which I currently don't agree with because I don't have enough details to say that Google is a monopoly and they deserve to be broken up. And I also don't want them to make my life miserable by forcing me to use Edge. The company declared the proposal is overbroad and proposed its own remedies in a filing late Friday. They include blocking deals that link licenses for Chrome and Search with placement for other apps such as the Gemini AI assistant for 3 years. For only 3 years, okay. So you're saying that after the 3 years, you're going to go back to whatever they're accusing you of? They would also add flexibility and oversight to deals where Google pays to be the default search engine on default devices such as iPhone. While a hearing is set for April, Google also has plans to appeal the decision. Yes, appeal. But it says they would add flexibility and oversight to deals where Google pays to be the default. So you know what? If I was Google, I would take this as a favor. So you know what? I'm not gonna pay to be the default. Who are you gonna make the default? iPhone. Is it going to be Yahoo? Is it going to be Bing? You're going to create your own? Like, what are you going to do to be the default? So people are like, they're going to go to Google anyway. They just have to type it in, and then they're going to say, set this as my default search, right? So, I don't know. So we shall see, but I'm looking forward to seeing what happens on appeal, what their argument is on appeal, and seeing what comes out of the hearing as well, because many things at play, the legal system, especially for these antitrust stuff, it's
Okay, let's move
all
on.
over the place. All right. Anyways, that is that for our news. Let me check the chat real quick, and then we will move on to our coding exercise for today. Let me go back up. Oh, we got my guy Yakar in the building. Mr. Technique is in the building. Good morning, Yakar. How are you doing? All right, let me see what. Let me see. They're gonna throw us out. Amazon and Starbucks, but I ordered and it came overnight. What did you order? Did I miss something? Let me see. It says Ralph, you got that. Well, I guess I do. It's crazy. It is crazy. To get you some zinc, it will help cut down the duration of the cold. I'm gonna go get that. Says you got I got cough drops, but I needed some water. My throat was too dry. Let's see. Toyota, Honda, Nissan. Yeah, that's what I thought. And Mitch says it's crazy to combine Honda and Nissan. That is a big merger. But I wonder if it's just if they're just going to be pairing on the combining. I wonder if it's a full merge of the two companies, or if they're like, oh, we're gonna build the Honda Dash Nissan, or Nissan. I would say Honda goes first, right? Because Honda probably sells way more than Nissan. But Honda Dash Nissan EV vehicles, or if it's gonna be like it's gonna be the Honda Dash Nissan Accord, the Honda Dash Nissan Pathfinder. I wonder how that's gonna go. Yeah, so Mitch said that he's been seeing more jobs being posted. So Mitch says, random question. Why in our community people think filing bankruptcy is bad? Filing bankruptcy does not mean you're broke. We were programmed to think that the other people always do it. So what I understand from filing for bankruptcy is if you are broke and you file for bankruptcy, that isn't it doesn't really do much for you. But if you are a business that files for bankruptcy, or if you are so my understanding, like personally and individually filing for bankruptcy, it's not a great thing to do. But if it's a business filing for bankruptcy, it's different, right? So that's what I understand from that. Which says, I personally think hybrid is good. Fully remote, good too. But being hybrid 1 to 2 days a week is good. Hybrid doesn't even always mean you will be going in weekly. Yeah, that's true. Like, because you're hybrid and you're going like what, once every month or something like that, Mitch. Says, but I'm always in a different position than others, so I understand both sides. Question, Mitch, what did you think about my answer about the specialist versus the generalist? We got Roxy in the building. Roxy in the scrubs. Good morning, Roxy. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're doing better than me, because I have this bad cough right now. Let's see. All right. So let's jump over for a little bit of working on our application. It was so weird just the other day, on last Wednesday, when working on it, the way that it was rendering. But I did learn a bit about it, that it was, I don't know, it was annoying to me. But let's get our device started. It says, "Wow, just put me on blast." How did I put you? How did I put you on blast? I don't know why this thing is showing so. Somehow this thing. It must have been on the update, because this thing is just like huge now. All right. All right. So let's see. It says the answer is what? Did Mitch just agree with me? Oh my goodness. What is going on? What is going on? Mitch agreed with me today. I'm at a loss for words. All right. Let's go over to here and let's start up the application. So what we did last time, though, to be honest, we did how do we do this? Flutter run test, and then we're gonna see this pop up on the screen. And I never saw that. I didn't know you could do this. You can run your test in this mode. So I'm gonna run it again, and then we'll try to figure some more stuff out. A bit annoying, to be honest. No, see, like see how it looks. It's not supposed to look like that. All right. So it's trying to run, and it actually was able to scroll down to the bottom. That's interesting. But it's like compressing everything, which I don't like. I mean, while that's happening, I'm gonna do a search in the well. Let's go. Go over here real quick. While it's doing that over there, I just want to see. All right. So, is there a way to see the UI test in simulator? All right. So Flutter run dash T. What is dash T for? Dash T. Okay, for target. Okay, for target file. Um, let's see. Let me take a look at the docs over here, though. Debugging tools. Hmm. It's weird that it. Let's see. Um. Unit testing, Flutter test. So we have the unit test. We have that taken care of for the formula and stuff like that. But for the actual widget test, go back over here. We go here and we go to nope, not that one. Oh, I was just looking at it. Testing, widget testing. So that's what we've been doing, widget testing, and we are trying to. But the thing is, like when you do it, let me see. Pump widget. Search for our widget using a finder. Matchers. Yeah. All right. Anyways, whatever. So the test that we are trying to do was we're trying to do the test for the let me see something here. Whoa. All right. So let me minimize this. So you see how it's compressing the whole thing versus if we were to actually launch the app, it would take the full screen. So something is different with the widget versus with the testing the test file versus running the actual application, which is kind of strange to me. Let me take a look at this file over here. Let's see. Material app over here. So if I look at over here, make this bigger. Oh, I know what's going on. All right. Time cost calculator. Okay, so if I was to go to here and I was to okay, so I think part of the issue that we're having is that we're not doing it as a material app. So let me see if I go here and pump widget. Let me see. I wonder if I could do like material app. And then if I did something like that. Um Let me see if I'm just gonna comment out everything just so I can see if this first test is actually gonna run. Let's go all the way down over here. Okay, so I'm going to run the test again just to see if it's going to change the view. Because what happened is it ran every single test earlier, and that's not what we wanted it to do. But because we have all the tests not commented out, still, I don't know why. All right. Anyways, whatever. Let's not worry about that then. Let's focus on. Let's just focus on. We'll think about these test stuff another day. But let me focus on figuring out why the calculator is not resetting. So let's go to our problem, and then we'll get the solution for it. See how when I run it the other way, it just works perfectly fine. But anyways, let's go here. And if I go to like this, and I go down over here and I reset, confirm, shows 0, right? But if I add here, it still keeps this value over here. So we need to, something's not being cleared out. Let's go to, let me search for activity, time, cost. Oh, actually, it's gonna be in here. Activity, time, cost. And it should be around the, let me see, where would this one be? So this one would be in the, because if I clear this out, so it has to be on the money time spent thing. So let me do this again. Let me see if I add, right, and then I clear this out, and I put in. Okay, so it's pretty much on the total minutes spent area. Total minutes spent on activity. Let me minimize this. So it should be somewhere around here. So let's take a quick look. Set state, user minutes spent on activity. Why is there 2 of these? Get rid of this stuff. All right, so time, cost of activity. Why do I have 2? These are the exact same things. Get rid of that. Let's see. So set state, show material, your total minutes spent on activity. So I think if we go down to the reset button, reset all fields, and we look at the, let me see. After you get the pop-up for the reset, show reset material modal, unpressed, total minutes spent on activity. So somewhere in here, hourly, minute value, second value. Let me see. Calculate hourly cost of activity. I think it's probably in here. Calculate hourly cost of activity in minutes. So what are we using to do the calculation up here? That's okay. That's what the issue is. So we are looking for let me see. Cost of activity based on anticipated hours spent. Actually, where is the something is missing. Because if I enter here and I say one here, so this minutes cost of activity, calculate total cost of activity. So that should be the activity cost. So it would take cost of activity based on anticipated hours spent equals the time cost formula in minutes, minute value, hours spent on activity. So I think, let me copy this part, right? Maybe it's this part right here. So if I go all the way to the bottom for this one, might be this one right here. Is this the reset? Let me try that. Let's try that. All right, let's go to, let's do that. Let's throw some of these up, reset the calculator, confirm, and we do, oh no, wait, it's still doing it. It's still doing it. Why is that? It's keeping the value of the minutes. Maybe we are minute value for cost of activity based on anticipated hours. We say calculate hourly cost of activity in minutes, minute value 0. Hourly value 0. Where is this thing coming from? Actualized cost of activity. Calculate total cost of activity. So this is good, but oops, not here. But this is still taking me. So when it's pressed, yearly controller clear, your total hours spent on activity is set to 0. Your total minutes spent on activity is set to 0. Additional cost of activity clear. All are cleared. Okay. Say total minutes or minute value. Let me see. Where is that? Where is that? Total annual income. We have. Let's go to. Let's go to minute value. All right, we got that. So somehow, so pretty much what's happening, this value here is not clearing for some reason. If I click here, then it does clear. But when you do the reset, let me see. Cost of activity based on anticipated hours, and we are in the total minutes spent on activity. All right, so we have this with the increment decrement. Total minutes spent on activity is 0 when you clear it. Okay, your total minutes spent on activity. So it needs to do the same exact thing that this is doing. Total minutes spent on activity value is 0. On pressed, okay. If we copy this, what's up, Rod Brown? How you doing? So let me copy this real quick. And your total minutes spent on activity is 0. Why is this not global though? Let me see up here. For the hours spent, if I was to clear that out, unpressed for the icon to clear it, same thing. This is why it's better to write your this is why it's good to do test-driven development, because we would have caught this already, but the whole widget testing with Flutter is a pain because it's trying to simulate that stuff. But this is the last thing we need to do before we can deploy. Let's see, calculate hourly. All right, so we have that. This is for total minutes. Your total minutes spent on activity, total minutes spent on activity. Compare it to this one. Oh, let me just copy this real quick. Let me copy this real quick, just so I can compare the two. We go down over to over here. Let me see something real quick. Let me see something real quick. So this activity time cost clear button. And should the, I wonder if it's, let me see something. If I was to do, no, Let me see. So we have here activity type class clear, on press, total number of here, total number of minutes spent on activity, same here. Total minutes spent on activity. Total minutes spent on activity. Okay. User minutes spent on activity. Get user enter time on activity. Okay, we got that. So this part is fine. It's the clear. And that clear works fine. So let me get rid of this, because this actually works. Let me copy this whole thing over here. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom. So reset. And we're going to go and pull up.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
We're going to go for a few minutes more, because if I can get this done, then we can try to start getting ready for our deployment next time. Let's see. Where's my reset? Reset. All right, reset dialog. So let's see what we can do. Let me paste this here for now. All right, so when you reset, set the hourly value to 0, minute value to 0, second value to 0, additional cost of activity to 0, money made from activity to 0, user hours spent on activity to 0. And then, oh, you know what I think is missing? I think what's missing is, I think I know what it is. I think I know what it is. All right, let's go over here. Let's go here. I'm gonna take this and go like that. And I'm gonna, I don't know why it would work for, I'm not sure why it would work for I don't know why it would work for everything else, but if we go here, equals 0, and user hours per activity, user minutes per activity, total minutes per activity value. I wonder if that's what it is actually. Because if we go down over here, for our reset, yep, user hours spent on activity, user minutes spent on activity. Let me see if I do that. Go here. Let's see if this works, right? Try that. So if we go here, okay, and we reset, go here. Dang it. Still doing it. Let me stop it and start over, actually. Let's try that. So close. Let's go here. Actualized cost, money made from activity. User minutes. Is that up here? Oh, maybe that is what it is as well. You do that. Let's see. Reset. Confirm. Oh, look at that. I think we've got it. So maybe we don't need this one over here. So I didn't have the user minutes spent on activity. So that also means that we probably go up. Let me see. This could probably be num again. And we can probably take this out. Let me try this last thing and see what happens. Stop it and start it over. Let's see. Oops. Let's try that. All right. So, let's go here, here, reset, confirm. We are in the building. I think we're in a good spot to deploy. So Wednesday on Christmas, we will be working on deploying our app. Another gift, right? We have the album coming out on Christmas. We have and then we're gonna try to get this into the app stores on Christmas as well, with our latest and greatest enhancements. But with that being said, I am back full screen. We're gonna wrap it up for today. Yep, did a lot of work this morning. Great stuff. Let me say what's up to my guy, Rod Brown. Good morning, Rod Brown. How are you doing? Hopefully you are doing well.
Let's get it.
All right, let me check the chat and then we're gonna get out of here. Let's see. Mitch says, if I want to be a QA director, to the highest level, how long will that take me? It's only one position. I mean, it's gonna take, depending on where you're starting from, it's gonna take a while. And as long as the current QA director is there, and if they don't move up, if they don't leave the company, then the higher you go, the less positions that's gonna be available. So that's you're 100% right. It says, but when you're starting out, you should try to be a specialist. Yep, I agree with you. It says Roxy, why you up? Roxy likes to watch and learn. All right, you see, Mitch? Roxy likes to watch and learn. And today, I'm gonna reach out to Roxy. I'm like, all right, Roxy, what are we gonna be doing on this coding stuff? What are we gonna be doing on this coding stuff? What are we gonna build? What are we going to build, Roxy? I didn't know Roxy was a geriatric nurse. Let's see. Look at that. You see, look at that. Mitch is feeling better. Welcome back, Mitch. But yeah, that is about it. That because I've never seen Mitch actually say hi to Rod Brown. So I'm happy to see that Mitch is getting better. But yeah, that's it for today. We're noon Candid Conversations. Tune in to that. We're gonna have a great conversation about how work and technology has always helped me in staying sane, I guess. Staying sane. And then tomorrow we're going to be going live at some point during the day to do our Q&A and have fun, stuff like that, right before Christmas, on Christmas Eve, and then Wednesday morning, Tuesday night, the AI album drops with my amazing AI songs. So Merry Christmas to you all. And Mitch says, that's because you don't care about people like I do. Is that in reference to you being nice to Rod Brown, or is that in reference to me not knowing that Roxy was a geriatric nurse? So it can be either. It can be either. But I am for my people, Mitch. I am for my people. All right. But yeah. That's it for today. That is it for today. You guys have an amazing Monday. Whether you're at work, whether you're off, whatever it is that you're doing, make it a productive day. This is Tech Coach Ralph in the morning with another episode of Coffee and Kata. We are out.
Sun's up, early caffeine's a call. Ralph with tech news ready for all. Coding workouts getting us toned. By sunrise we'll be in the zone. Grab your Java, sip the brew. Headlines, tech tips just for you. Editing lines, making it tight. With every keystroke we see the light. Coffee and CAA, wake up the day. Stretch your mind in the geeky way. Mornings are better with our grind. Tech Coach Ralph, you'll never lag behind. Push those reps in lines of code. Script the future fast and bold. From headlines deep to bites so bright, we're your guide to morning mics. Coffee and CAA, wake up the day. Stretch your mind in the geeky way. Mornings are better with our grind. Tech Coach Ralph, you'll never lag behind. Coding flows, camaraderie grows. News unfolds and insight flows. Minute by minute, heartbeats pace. Come join us at the daily race. CAA, wake up the day. Stretch your mind in the geeky way. Mornings are better with our grind. Tech Coach Ralph, you'll never lag behind. Coffee and CAA, wake up the day. Stretch your mind in the geeky way. Mornings are better with our grind. Tech Coach Ralph, you'll never lag behind. Mornings are better with our grind. Tech Coach Ralph, you'll never lag behind. Mornings are better with our grind. Coffee and CAA, wake up the day. Stretch your mind in the geeky way. Mornings are better with our grind.
People yap about the dreams they chase. Big plans on show in a noisy space. Talking loud but moving slow. Hollow words where actions go. Shut up and produce, get things done. No one cares about talk spun. Prove your worth or walk away. It's about the work you lay. Empty promises fill the air. Procrastination everywhere. Stop the act, just make the move. Whoa. Show your grind, let talent groove. Whoa. Shut up and produce, get things done. No one cares about talk spun. Prove your worth or walk walk away. It's about the work you lay. Enough of words, let's see the deeds. Don't just plant but sow the seeds. Show the grit beneath your skin. Let the real work begin. Shut up and produce, get things done. No one cares about talk spun. Prove your worth or walk away. It's about the work you lay. Enough of words, let's see the deeds. Don't just plant but sow the seeds. Show the grit beneath your skin. Let the real work begin. Shut up and produce, get things done. No one cares about talk spun. Prove your worth or walk away. It's about the work you lay. Words, let's see the deeds. Just plant and sow the seeds. Show the grit beneath your skin. Let the real work begin. Shut up and produce, get things done. No one cares about talk spun. Prove your worth or walk away. It's about the work you lay.